Hey, hello, hi Balaji.
Hi Bangalore.
So sorry. Last week anta full busy and so workload ఎక్కువ.
ఓకే మేబీ నేను ఒక్కడనేమో ఇంకా ఎవరు జాయిన్ కాలేదు.
ఓకే, అదే చూద్దాం. సో మీ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది? ఎక్కడి దాకా వచ్చింది మీ ప్రాక్టీస్ అంతా?
చేస్తున్నానండి, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నా.
సో నేను చెప్పొచ్చేది ఏంటంటే ఇంకా ఆల్మోస్ట్ టాపిక్స్ 95% ఆల్రెడీ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిందండి. ఓకేనా?
ఓకేనండి.
So the only thing is maybe maximum 2 to 3 classes are left. The two only to talk about the real time.
ఓకే.
అండ్ దిస్ స్టాండ్ బై గురించి కూడా చెప్పాను కదా మీకు లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో.
అవునండి.
ఒరాకల్ స్టాండ్ బై డేటాబేస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఏమి అనేసి. సో అది ప్రాక్టికల్ గా మేబీ పాసిబుల్ కాకపోవచ్చు, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ అడ్వాన్స్ టాపిక్ టు.
ఓకే.
సో బట్ ఎనీవేస్ మీకు చూపిస్తాను నేను ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది ఏమి అనేసి. అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ ప్యాచింగ్ గురించి కొద్దిగా చెప్తాను.
ఓకే.
సో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ ఇంకా రెజ్యూమ్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకొని అప్లోడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అండి. రెజ్యూమ్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసేసి
ఓకే.
అప్లోడ్ చేసేయచ్చు.
షూర్ అండి.
Hello, hi Mamata. Hi Karthik.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, how are you guys? How are the things going on?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So Mamata, how about the practice? How it's going on? Where are you on the practice?
At present, I'm not practicing, sir, because I have a laptop issue, so
Oh,
I'm not practicing. From tomorrow, I will practice.
yeah, the thing is because let me share my screen, guys. Okay. So I'll go today with OPatch, but meanwhile, I have one thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is the course contents which I shared earlier. So I told that these topics I'll be covered. So guys, just let me know where you are not aware. I mean, where we are not aware of these topics. So we have gone through the introduction to Oracle database, right? So what is a database and what is DBA task, responsibilities of DBA administration. So we have gone through this topic, right? At the very starting point with architecture. Then we have done the installation of Oracle software. This has been completed. And we have did some extra here as well. We have worked on the Linux installation. We worked on the network configuration there, everything. So that is not DBA responsibilities, but still for our practice purpose, we have gone through all these things. Okay. Then creating the Oracle database. So we have seen the how to create the Oracle database using DBA CA. And that has been completed, right? And managing the Oracle 12c databases. So creating the database, understanding the initialization parameter files, startup and shutdown, database alert log, advanced startup shutdown and scenarios. So I think we have gone through these topics as well. Components of Oracle database, detailed architecture like SMON, PMON, everything. Okay. Then database storage. So what is data file? What is control file? What is redo log file? So what is archive logs? So everything we have gone through this. Then creating, managing a table spaces, how to create the table space, how to increase the size of table space, how to rename the table space, how to drop the table space, view the information about table space and data files. I think we have gone through this. Then coming to the temporary table space, here we discussed how to create the temporary table space, how to create the new temporary table space and assign to as a default table space. Then how to create the temporary table space group, This and also we have been discussed. Okay. Then coming to the redo log files, we have gone through the how to add the redo log files, how to add the members to existing group, what is a log group, what is a log member. We have discussed all these things, viewing the information about log files. Then coming to the control files, what is the use of control file, on which mode it is helpful, it is need actually. So how the control how important the control file is for the database. So we have discussed for this as well. And coming to the undo table space, again we've seen the how to create undo table space, how to increase it, how to drop it, everything. Then coming to the Oracle network part, I think this I'm not sure maybe whether I covered to previous batch or you guys. So this is okay. I'm gonna teach you today Oracle networking. It's a just 5 minutes topic. Okay. So this is on pending state. Then coming to the next topic, user management. We have seen how to create the user, how to assign the password, how to change the password, how to provide the roles, what is a privilege, what is the role. So everything we have seen it. And coming to this next topic, backup and recovery scenarios. We have discussed the difference between hot backup and cold backup. Then we have seen the data pumps like EXPDP, IMPDP. We have seen the multiple scenarios on this. Okay. Then coming to the RMAN, we have gone through the what is the RMAN, what is advantages of it, what is the recovery catalog, what is the channels, what is the auxiliary instances, everything. Then we have seen the backups of that. What is a level 0 backup? What is level 1 backup? What is a full database backup? How to restore it? How to recover it? We have seen all these scenarios in the RMAN. Right? Then coming to the patching, this is just on pending task. I'll just explain you today. Then Oracle database performance tuning, it would be a very advanced topic. Just this is just like increasing the parameters. So based on, I'll just touch it theoretically. So the pending part is patching, and this one performance tuning. I'll just tell you how to see it, how to fetch the AWR report, how to see the details there. Okay. Then real-time world of Oracle. What is for the project, as in a project, what kind of things you do, everything. So these are the topics we have already covered, guys. And advancedly, there was a standby database topic which I explained in last class. What is a standby, how it is configured, how it will works, what is the use of standby. Everything we have seen in last class. So any questions or any doubts, guys, in these topics? I need the answers so that I can understand whether you are able to on the track or not.
Can you send this content once again in the group? So
Yeah, sure. I think I've sent it on the when the course started itself. Yeah, sure. I'll send it on the again. No worries. And guys, majority of the interview questions will be come in these topics. Okay. Almost for 3 years experience, guys, you need to focus on the architecture completely. Then few bit L2 activities like data pumps, how to refresh, cloning. What is a cloning? What is armament types of backups? So if you are really well aware of these things, you can able to crack the interview.
Banu, so for 4.2 years, like 3 as a core, what topics they would cover? Like what would they ask mostly?
So then it's a depends upon company to company and project to project. According to their requirements, they may ask the questions. So when you feel the interview is tough, you no need to worry about that because it's their requirement, so that they are asking the tough questions or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you just keep in mind that if you feel that interview is very tough, don't discourage yourself and don't feel sad about it,
Okay.
because the requirement will be keep on changing from company to company, project to project. So some companies may expect huge from 2 years of experience, guys, according to their project.
Yeah.
Okay. Some companies just would be on the supporting role. So there is a no need of much knowledge, but the real-time run and maintenance knowledge they need.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this is the types of interviews we face. So if you put the 3 years, so overall 4.2 and relevant, if you keep the 3 years, I will say this is a more than enough.
Okay. What are the basic, like most of the questions? Which questions I need to focus on?
I
Which
I
area?
already sent this one, right?
Yeah.
Topics, interview questions topics. I think I have sent here. How can I go for the documents? So I just I just sent one part. There is a one more part called I've created advanced question and answers as well. Okay.
Okay.
So everything I've written here. So I'll say this document too. I thought of once you finish that document, so that I thought of sharing this. So you please complete the first one, then this one, so that you will gain some, at least some confidence to clear the
Okay.
interview. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Bhavin.
So what is the here? If you see this Oracle architecture interview questions, so majority of 50 to 60% of the interview questions you will see from architecture when you put the 3 years of experience. Okay.
Okay. So mostly they would ask you the theoretical, they'll check with the architecture, whatever the,
Obviously, when you face the any interview, they'll always ask for the theoretical only.
yeah.
They won't ask to write a command. They don't ask to something. You just need to explain the concept. So when I say the concepts, if someone interviewed ask what are the different types of RMAN we have, RMAN backups, so that you have to say that we have full database backup, incremental backup, and incremental backup we have level 0 and level 1. In level 1 we have differential backup and cumulative backup. Then he will ask what is the difference between level 0 and level 1. Then you have to tell the level 0 database is nothing but full database backup, but that would be parential backup for next incremental backup. These kind of questions only you will face. Then they will ask what is the use of PMON, what is the use of SMON, and they will ask on a scenario basis. Like suppose all of a sudden if my database is go down, how the instance recovery will happen. So then you have to prepare for all these type of questions. So if you know well aware of this one, architecture, you'll be able to answer also all these things, right? What is the use of large pool? Okay. What is a checkpoint? So almost these questions only will face. So they don't ask for, they don't ask to write any queries in the interview. Understood or any questions till now?
Hi, Bon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently joined this course, Oracle DBA. So
Sorry?
I recently joined this course. I enrolled this course recently.
Okay,
I
Karthik.
was new to this batch.
Okay.
So I asked them the people recorded videos they have sent to me. I'm going through that.
Mm-hmm.
So in the middle of installation part, I was facing the issue.
Okay.
So I think that after installation only we can able to practice it. So without installation of software, we cannot able to practice. Correct.
Yes.
So like when I think you said that Thursday and Friday you come to the institute and discussing.
Yeah, I'll be coming to the institute. Yeah, maybe on Thursdays or Fridays, according to the schedule and according to the workload I have. Okay. So if you have any questions and any doubts, so when I come to the instance, you can show me there. I can able to help you there.
Okay, so regarding this installation part, how should I fix that?
That's what. So I mean, you can take the help of anyone. Like I mean, the existing students. You have a Krishna. He's some good knowledge on installation, and Balaji also he has done the installation. So you can connect with them anytime. They can able to help you so that even they will gain some knowledge on that. So if you guys are not able to resolve it, then whenever I come to the instance, I will see the issue.
Okay, okay, fine.
And then any questions, guys? So did anyone go through these questions I have sent long back, maybe around one or 2 weeks back? Yeah, almost 2 weeks
Not
back.
questions, but I was practicing the scenarios. Because yesterday itself I updated in Naukri, so I'm about to start today.
Okay.
I'll finish it today itself. I'll finish all the rest of the things also. Like
Yeah, you just what the responsibility you have is you have to go through the each question and you have to read it and you have to understand it and you have to try to understand in terms of database. Okay.
yeah.
So, and again, I'm telling that it's a huge database. DBA part is very huge. Okay. If we keep on digging it, it will be keep on coming next. So it's up to you on which limit I can go. Okay. So for 3 years experience, guys, I think if you go through all these questions and the topics what I shared, that is more than sufficient. So you keep learning these things and gain some confidence. Okay. So I tell that please everyone be ready with the resume. I've shared the resume, a sample resume, right?
Yeah.
I remember that I shared some sample resume here as well. So you please go through it and prepare as of your standards, and then we'll upload to the Naukri. So start taking the calls. Start telling them, be prepared with your payroll companies, be prepared with the knowledge of what is notice period, what is bench, so how soon you can join, this kind of answers. So but before that, I'll tell, please go through all these interview questions and the topics. At least you should know what is the data file table space, right? Then we'll see what and all ways are there. I can assist you on the interview process. But as of now, I can tell that it's topic wise, it's almost 95% is completed as of now. So now again, it's just remaining few concepts. That is, yeah. Like this Oracle networking and the patching. I'll explain the patching and Oracle networking today. So that once these two topics are done, almost we have done with the course 99%. Then I'll explain some real-time projects. Whenever I come to the institute, I'll show in my laptop. So through via which platform we will get the user request. So some clients will get the user request through email. Some clients will get the user request through the ticketing tool. So we will have the tickets. So how to update them, how to close them. Mhm. Then and what is the environment? So when I say the environment, the clients will be having the number of servers, right? As we have here. In VM, we have 2 servers. So to connect these servers, what and all things we need, guys? IP address, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. These kind of things in real time So they will be giving us all the details. All the details. So I'll show some real-time activities whenever I come. So with that, I think the course will be completed. Then then everything remains on you guys. How serious you practice, how seriously you take this course. Then everything depends on you. I'll be there. I'll be there at any time for the assisting you on the interview, maybe the interview portions, or maybe to clear the doubts, everything. You can contact me. You can contact me on the group. You can ping me individually anytime. But when I'm free, I try to resolve and clear all your doubts. So clear? Any questions? Start uploading the resume. Start uploading it. Start preparing for it. Be ready to face the interviews. Take the calls from the recruiters and start telling them that you are ready for the job. All right. Okay. Now I'll tell you Oracle networking. What is Oracle networking? So this is the cloning when I explained. So it is very simple. If you just keep on listening or seeing these steps, I think you can able to crack the interview, guys. Okay, it's a very simple. It's everything depends upon your focus. That's all. So I'll go for a pain. So today I'll be explaining the Oracle networking. It's a very small topic. So suppose, okay, I did. So I have a server here, guys. I have a server here. In that I have multiple databases, okay, in one server itself. Let's assume I'm explaining the scenarios. So in that we have a multiple servers. This is a PRD database. In one server we have multiple databases. So then we have a test. Then we have a UAT or dev. Okay. Let's assume that this is the server. Server IP like 192.168.0.xx something, whatever it is. Okay. Then we have the multiple users here. We have the multiple users. One, two, three, four. Like we have multiple users. So now tell me, how can these users can connect to this database?
Like if they are connected to the same server, like you can share the access or something.
Tell me, how can these users can access the database? What are the information they need? It's a very basic thing. So let's assume you are the user. Okay, you are the user. Now you guys tell me, how can you connect to the database?
server, or like if you have the server, like you can connect if you have the server access.
So, okay, there is a one way that these users can directly connect to the server. These all users can directly connect to the servers, and from there they can access the database. That's what you are trying to tell, right? These users will connect to the server, connect to the server. From there, they can access all these databases, right? That's what you are trying to tell, or something else in your mind. Come on, I need interaction. All right. So, okay. So I'll say that this is a one way. This is a one way that the users can connect to the server, and from there we can access the all database. That's what we are doing in our practice sessions, right, guys? So I'll open the putty. I'll open the putty here. I'll connect to the server. I'll connect to the server, whatever server I have. 192.168.0.179. Let's assume that. Here I will log in as my credentials. From here I can see the which and all databases are running. So dev is running. Now I can connect to the dev from here. This is the way we are connecting to the database in our practicing sessions, right? Okay, for the DBAs, this is the same way to access the database. Wherever you go, okay, wherever you go, you have to connect to the server, then you have to administration the database. This is the DBA task. But for the end users, I can say, but for the users, there is a no need of server access. Why they need the server access? They can skip the server access, right? They can skip the server access, right? So they no need to connect to the servers. They need only database access. If we give the servers, the server would be huge load. So at that time, what we will be giving is, we will be giving the connection string to the users. We will be giving the connection string to the users. Connection string is nothing but we have TNS names.ora file. We will be giving the connection strings to access the database. We will be giving the connection strings to the users. In database term, connection string is nothing but TNS names.ora file. Now, how can these TNS names.ora will be able to connect to the production, okay, or database, sorry. So we will be having excuse me, we will be having, sorry, one second, give me a second. we will be having listener.vara. Listener.vara file at the database server. Listen carefully, guys. Okay. Here in the, this is the database server. Okay, this is the database server. Here we will be having the listener files. Listener files. The each database. Listener.vara, listener.vara. And these clients will be having the TNS names.vara. These clients will be having the TNS names.vara file. Now I will show you how these files will be located. TNS names.vara. Okay. Now you understood the concept of how can these users can connect to the database server is right. So these servers can be used, these users can be connected to the database by using the connection string. Connection string is nothing but TNS names.vara. How these TNS names.vara will access the database using the listener files. Using the listener files. Now I go to my database server. Okay, let's assume that this is my database server. Now, where these files will be located? So these files will be located under Oracle Home /network/admin. If I give LSF and LRT here I will be having the listener file, listener.vara, TNS names.vara. Okay. If I give the PWD, till the here, which is a Oracle Home location. Then in that we have network and then we have admin folder. And at these locations, we will be having the listener.vara and TNS names.vara. How this listener.vara will be configured or how this looks like. If I give this, this is a very simple, guys. Now we have a listener name here. The listener, the default listener name is listener. Then we have description list parameter. Then here we will be having the host address and the port 1521 and the protocol. What is the protocol type? These are the three main things in the listener. Then which database we have in these servers? Here you can provide, you can give the all the things SID list listener. So we have a SID name called dev. What is SID? Service identifier, right? Then the Oracle Home for this particular database. We will be having this information in the listener.vara. We will be having the host name or IP address. We will be having the port number. We will be having the protocol, that is a connection type. Then we will be having the SID list description, SID list. Then we will be having the database name and the Oracle Home associated with that particular database. These are the things we will be having in the listener.vara. Now, how to start the listener or how to stop the listener, how to edit the listener, I can say, right? If you want to edit the listener, you can directly go to this path and vi listener.vara. Now you can edit anything you want. Suppose if you want to add, if you have one more database, then you can copy the whole this list and then you can simply change the SID name equals to dev to test or prod or UAT, something like that. So I mean, if you have n number of databases in the server, you can have n number of connection, these service identifiers. Now, how to start the listener? We'll see how to start the listener. So we have a 3 types of listener commands, guys. Okay. Just note it. We have a 3 types of listener commands. LSNRCTL start listener name. And the second one is LSNRCTL stop listener name. Then LSNRCTL reload listener name. These are the three commands, guys. Just make a note of it. LSNRCTL start, LSNRCTL stop, LSNRCTL reload. Okay. Now I'll go here. On this one, where is it? Okay. I'll go here. This is 179. Now I'll try to check whether the listener is up and running or not. How can I check the database up and running? Tell me, guys, how can I check the database if it's up and running, or how can I check the list of databases running in that server? PSF and EF grep pmon we are giving, right? Similar way, PSF and EF grep ENS if we give, you can see the list of listeners running in this. I see that one listener is already running in the server. Now I will stop the listener. Now I will stop the listener. What is the command to stop it? I just now told LSNRCTL stop listener name. The listener name is listener itself. We can see the listener name from here or from by using grep TNS here. LSNRCTL stop listener. If I give command completed successfully. If you give this command now, you won't able to see any listener up and running. There is nothing in this. Now you tell me what is the how these TNS names will be communicating with the listeners. So suppose I have a client on the same server. Okay. Who's the guys? I feel some disturbance. So how these TNS file names, how these TNS.ora will be communicating the listener. If the listener is up and running only, these all users can able to connect to these databases. If the listener is down at this database server, they cannot communicate to the database. That is the importance of the listener. If the listener is down here, the users or sessions, whatever they are trying to connect to that particular database, they won't able to connect it because the listener is down. So how can we check the connectivity? Now we'll see what and all will have the TNS names.ora. Before checking that, let's see what and all will be having the TNS names.ora. One second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so the TNS names would be how these TNS names would look like. Let's see. Simple. So in TNS names, we will be having the host address and service name. That's all. So in listener, what and all things we will be having?
Same.
Sorry. In listener, we will be having that listener name and the host and the connection type and the Oracle home for that, and then the SID. If I start this listener, it will open up to accept the connections for this database. In TNS names, we will be having the service name at very start. See the difference from listener file and TNS names file here. So here we have the listener file name, but here we have the connection name. Okay, here we have the connection name. So this dev connection where it is in this particular host, and what is the database name? Dev. Now how can I connect to this? So how can I check the connection? DNS ping dev. If I give, I'm getting some error. Can anyone able to see this? Attempting to the contact this host, this port, and the service name is dev, but I got the one error called no listener. No listener is up and running. So how actually clients will connect to this by using the TNS names? SQL plus
SysDB.
no wait, a system or username, whatever it is. System Oracle 123 at the rate of dev. If I give, so there is a no listener error they are getting. So assume that this command is running, they are from their own servers, not from this server. Just because of lab, we are using the same server, but in real time, they will be running these commands in that particular missions itself. SQL plus their username, their password, and the connection string what we have provided to them. What is the connection string? This we will be providing to them. They will place it on their client missions and they will be connected to the database using these things. Okay, now let's try to start the listener and see the differences. To start the listener, LSN or CTL,
Start listener.
listener name. Okay, the command completed successfully. The instance dev is up and running now. Now let's try to start the TNS ping dev. Within 0 milliseconds, the connection is able to establishing. And if I give like this, see guys, now they are able to connect to the database. You understood how this is helping? So TNS names would be at the client side, listener files would be at the source server side. So if they want to connect to the database, the listener should be always up and running at the source server. If the listener is up and running only, then only TNS names can able to connect to the database. What listener files contains? Listener files contains the listener name and the IP address of the database server, then the database name, service ID. Okay, what TNS names will be contained? The connection string name and the database name and the host IP address or host name. How can you configure this? Is simple thing. You can either fetch the template from the Google and fill it like listener template in Oracle database. sample listener.ora file. Okay. If you go here, you can take this and you can copy this to the listener file name.ora and you can edit as per your need. See here, guys. SID name, my SID, whatever it is. So it's a basically database name. Okay, this is the one method. The another method is we have a netCA. Okay, PWD and CD dollar Oracle home /bin. In binary files, we will be having the netCA utility, network configuration assistant. It's like similarly kind of DBCA command only. So here by using this, you can create that files. Listener configuration. Next, add the listener. You can give the listener name here. Listener or listener 1, 2 or listener 2 or anything you can give. So if I give the dev, then it will ask for the protocol type. Then the another port I will give the 23 port number. Then I'll give the next. Anyway, yes. Like to configure now.
This is to add a listener, right?
Yes. There is two ways. You can directly copy the content from the template, or you can generate the listener files by using this assistant.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, in real time, we'll copy the content. We won't use this netCA assistant. First of all, there won't be any necessity of configuring listeners because whenever you go, their databases would be already configured. So you don't need to create the database. You don't need to create the listeners because they need only support, right? They don't need to create the databases and all. They will be having the existing database and you have to support them. That's all. Very rarely, not even very rarely, you will get the database creation or network configuration. Whenever they are creating the new environment only, you will be able to do all these things, or else nothing. The chances of doing this thing is 0.0001% in real time. All right. So this is how netCA command can be useful. Now I'll go to the this location. If I go here, listener.ora is updated. If I see one listener name is generated. I configured the listener with listener name called dev. You can give any name you want. Here I have to change the host. I can give either IP of this particular server or host name of this particular server. And the port I've given 1523. The same details I have to give to the DNS names.ora. Here the same thing. Here port, if I want to use this listener for connection string, I have to change this 1521 from 1521 to 1523. Then I have to change the host IP address. That's all.
Change the existing one, Bono.
Here?
This one, suppose we add a listener right now. Okay.
Yes.
It can be modified, right?
It can be modified and it can be only the server IP address. This is my server IP address. I can modify to this.
Okay.
Okay. So, but basically when we configure the database, we will be having all these listeners. Okay. Keeping in mind that when we configure the database, the listener files will be automatically coming. Once this is done, then you have to give the SID list listener. So then we have to add, this is called SID list underscore listener name, what is dev, then we have to give all these parameters. So please don't be confused. We will be having the listener at source side. We will be having the TNS names at the client side. Listener files will contains the host name and port number and the protocol type. And the TNS names will be containing the connection string name, host name or IP address, then port number. That's all. Just be clear with it. These 6 points. All right. This is all about the listener files and TNS names.ora. Listener.ora, TNS names.ora. Okay. So if you're clear on this, I'll go with the next topic. So that is something called patching. So can anyone tell me what is the patching? Patching is nothing but, guys, it's a just kind of bug fixes for the databases. So basically bug fixes will be having the for every product, right? Assuming from your mobile, your laptop, or your browser, or any applications you use. Okay, will be keep on updating. Suppose if you are using a mobile, sometimes you will getting the quarterly updates, right? Uh, Balaji, could you be on a mute? Okay.
Okay.
So it will be, I mean, patching is nothing but updating the product, or for the bug fixes, right? Suppose you are using the Google Chrome, for some time it will be asked for the update. So what do you mean by update? Basically, update will contains the list of bug fixes. Similar way, we will be having the patches for the database too. We will be applying that to the database. That is the DBA task. The process of applying patches to the database is called the patching. So how we can apply the patch? We have one utility called OPatch, that is Oracle patch. Where it will be located? It will be located in CD $Oracle home location. Here we will be having the OPatch folder. Here you will be having the OPatch utility. Here you will be having the OPatch utility. Now, if you want to use this command, you can come to this location and you can give like this. OPatch version is a simple command. Or if you don't want to come to this location and if you want directly use from the home location, you can simply export the path. Export path equals to $Oracle underscore home / OPatch, and I'm appending all my existing path. Now, if I use from home location, I'll get the OPatch version. Now, what are the different types of patches we will be having? So we will be having like CPU patches, PSU patches, and patch set updates. Okay, here I will write. Patch types. One is CPU patch, which is nothing but critical patch update, and PSU patches. patch set update. One of patch. Okay, these are the three major patch types we will be having in the database. So what is this? Let's go here. So basically, the CPU patch, critical patch update means, suppose if you have any issue in the database, suppose you are having the issue with some kind of reports, some kind of generating the reports, the CPU patch will be having the bug fix for only that particular issue. Only for that particular issue. It can be released on any time in the year. So if you raise the issue, the Oracle team will be preparing one patch and they will update the patch so that you can download and apply in the database. But PSU, patch set update, it is something called collection of some CPUs. Okay, collection of CPUs. So the PSU will be having the bug fixes, multiple bug fixes, and the PSU will be releasing quarterly in a year. PSU will be releasing quarterly in a year. That is starting from Jan, April, September, July, and December. I mean, quarter means every 4 months, guys. Every 3 months, sorry. January, Feb, March, April, May, July, October. That's it. The PSU will be releasing in January, April, July, and October. In these months, Oracle will be releasing the PSU, and if the client can apply them to our database. One-off patch is nothing but small patches. Suppose it will be having the bug fixes for very small things. So this is about the patching. Now, how can you apply the patch? So where it will be applied and everything. Let's see. The thing is, I can show you here. So for this, you should have the Oracle account. For this, you should have the Oracle account to download the all patches. Since I cannot log in to my account from any laptop, so I won't be able to download the patches, but I will explain the things here. So it's a very simple thing, guys. Suppose if you raise an SR, they will give one patch number. They will give one patch number. So you will search this patch using the Oracle support. You will search for this patch, and it will be having one zip file. It will be having one zip file, and you have to download that zip file. Then you have to unzip it. Then you have to go to that unzipped location, patch apply. Simple command. That's it. So patch apply is the command to use to apply the patch. So, but before applying the patches, what are all the things you need to take care of it? You should download. You should shut down the database. Then you have to apply the patching. You can still apply the patches while the database is up and running. That is nothing but called hot patches. Like one-off patches and all we can apply while the database is up and running. But CPUs and PSUs can be applied only while the database is down.
While doing backup, can we do the patching?
While doing obviously, because backup is the major thing here is the patches will be applied on the Oracle home, not on the database.
Okay.
So when I say Oracle home, what is the Oracle home?
Okay.
The patch impact will be on the Oracle home. That means it will be impact on all these folders. So these folders all are necessary to access the database, right? It's like JDBC, JDK. The fixes will be having on the Oracle home level, not in the database level. If you apply some patch, this home will be impacted. Not the data files, not the control files, not the redo log files, nothing. This will be impacted. The patching will be impacted on the Oracle home location. Just remember it. So understood? Any questions? Okay, all right. So this is about the patching. Just remember that what is the command we use to apply the patch is opatch apply. And I'll explore more on this when I come to the institute, so that I can log into my account, Oracle account there from my laptop or office laptop, and I'll show you the few things if time permits. But I've included all these patching questions here, interview questions. So you just go through it. You go through it and read it, understand, then we'll try to understand and clear the doubts. Okay. So with this, I think we have covered all the topics. So this real world life of DBA, like how to raise the SRs, how to download the patches, this can and all have when you have the Oracle support account, then you can able to see this. And apart from this, I'll show you the how we receive the emails, how we receive the alerts, how we receive the work. These things I will show you when the time permits. So you guys clear on this?
One.
Sorry?
Yeah, patching is clear.
All right.
Patching and networking part is clear.
Oh, perfect. So start updating the resume and start focus on the concepts. Try to understand and let's attend some interviews, guys. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right then. Maybe I'll be coming to the institute maybe in 2 days. I'll update on the tomorrow class. Okay. So there is nothing, no topic to cover online as of now. Yeah. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know the update on the tomorrow class. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.